But you like Mrs. Clinton, too. I mean, in your book, The Art of the Comeback, you say of Mrs. Clinton, she's a wonderful woman who's handled pressure incredibly well.
I agree with that. I think she's gone through terrible times. I think she's been through more than any woman should have to bear, everything public. I mean, women go through this on a private basis and can't take it. She's on the front page of every newspaper every week with what went on in Washington. I think she's a wonderful woman.
Is she qualified? Is she qualified to be senator?
I think she is. I mean, I think, frankly, that if she ran from another state, I think I'd support her because she's really a very terrific woman. I know her. She stays in Trump Tower when she's in New York. I mean, she stays in Trump Tower. Not because of me, but because of somebody else.
That in and of itself is a qualification,
so,
right?
At least she has good taste. Look at the trouble Bill Clinton got into with something that was totally unimportant. And they tried to impeach him, which was nonsense. And yet Bush got us into this horrible war with lies, by lying, by saying they had weapons of mass destruction, by saying all sorts of things that turned out not to be true.
Well, I think her history is far from being over. I'd like to answer that question in another 15 years from now. I think she's going to go down at a minimum as a great senator. I think she is a great wife to a president. And I think Bill Clinton was a great president. You know, you look at the country then. The economy was doing great. Look at what happened during the Clinton years. I mean, we had no war. The economy was doing great. Everybody was happy. A lot of people hated him because they were jealous as hell, you know. But Bill Clinton was a great president. I mean, I hope we can be so lucky in terms of the economy and in terms of other aspects. Bill Clinton was a great president. Hillary Clinton is a great woman and a good woman. I think she's a wonderful woman. I think that she's a little bit misunderstood. You know, Hillary's a very smart woman, very tough woman. That's fine. But she's also a very nice person. And I know Hillary, and I know her husband very well. They're fine people. I thought she was roughed up. I thought she, and I'm not knocking the other side. You know, you want to win a battle, so if it gets a little bit nasty, it is politics, and politics is a tough game. But I thought she was perhaps unnecessarily roughed up. She took some pretty hard hits.
I can tell you, I know both of them, and they're fantastic people, and they've already proven to be good team players because she took a lot of abuse, in my opinion. I think she was pretty badly abused in that campaign.
Hillary's a great friend of mine. Her husband is a great friend of mine. They're fantastic people. I mean, you know, the thing, they get a bad knock. She's a very nice woman. People think tough, and I guess she's tough, but she's a very nice woman, and he's a very nice guy. We know all about the smarts and how smart they are, but they are good people. Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I mean, I'm a little biased because I've known her for years. I live in New York. She lives in New York, and I've known her and her husband for years, and I really like them both a lot. I think she really works hard, and I think she does a good job, and I like her.
Do you think that she says she's out at the end of this term? Do you think we're going to see her again running for office?
I think so. I think she probably runs after the next 4 years, I would imagine.
You support her?
I don't want to get into this because I'll get myself into trouble. But
that's why I asked you, to see if we get into trouble.
I just like her. I like her, and I like her husband. He's a really good guy, and she's a really good person and woman.